Hello everyone, this is a daily forecast on Euro-Dollar. Today is Tuesday, September 14th. This video is brought to you by Finteria Markets. We offer the best trading conditions for Forex traders on the popular MT5 platform. Please check the website to learn more about the company. We have recently released a new online course, which is called 5-Star Forex Trading System. So please give a look. It's a 2-hour course that basically explains how you can use 5 different levels of analysis to come up to some trade ideas. As usually, we're starting with winners and losers. So let's have a look at what's happening in the markets. I think the situation is pretty strange because you can see we have one clear winner. It's the Canadian dollar, and we have one clear loser. It's the Swiss franc, which lost 0.33%. The rest of the market is didn't change. We had some volatility yesterday, but not that much. As you can see, actually, the euro eventually was one of the winners of the day, as well as the British pound. Well, it was more flat. And if we check the weekly situation, it's still rather mixed. We have the US dollar, which is still the strongest currency. Well, those charts are showing the tendency from the previous week. And here we can see the Canadian dollar is one of the losers, but yesterday it had a pretty good performance. And another loser is the Australian dollar. Well, right now the Australian dollar is more or less neutral, and we'll see how things evolve today. So I thought that maybe if the volatility was not that strong, I will just show you a few headlines that were interesting before we go to the charts. First of all, there's probably some explanation behind the strength of the Canadian dollar. That's because we saw oil increasing by 1% yesterday, and so the oil is above 70 once again. It was above 70 in the beginning of September. Now it's back again. Let me switch to a 4-hour chart. Actually, right now we have a period when the correlation between the Canadian dollar and the oil prices is pretty strong. As you can see, the correlation is almost perfect. It's inverse correlation. So when you see top on the oil, you see bottom in the Canadian dollar. So, and right now we had a pretty strong run in the oil prices, but it didn't fully reflect in the Canadian dollar. So probably here the Canadian dollar can find more support if the prices continue rise above 70 and will be above 71. So watch out. Probably the Canadian dollar has potential to move forward. Another interesting event was that there were comments from the governor, from the vice president of the Swiss National Bank, very dovish. So he said that negative rates are still required to prevent a rising Swiss franc. So probably this is behind the weakness of the Swiss franc. We saw it falling 0.33%. So probably this is something that can further put some pressure on the Swiss franc within this week. So however, I would mention that volatilities are very small in general. There are no big movements. The price rebounds a lot. It's a very choppy market at the moment. And we can say the same about the weekly chart. We do not see any currency gaining over 1%. So the volatilities are low. This is something you need to think about when you place your trades. So let's switch to the economic agenda. What we had yesterday is basically we can, I think, disregard, because mainly we had some consumer inflation expectations which were high as expected, nothing special. For today, we are expecting the inflation numbers from the US. We may see some volatility on gold because it's an inflation hedge instrument. So that will be the main event of the day. And I think nothing else apart from the data for the UK will be interesting. So first of all, in the European session, pay attention to the employment market in the UK, and later you can pay attention to the inflation numbers from the US. So let's switch to the charts. Here I'm going to start with a daily chart. So I had this line, this was a support line located at 118. We broke it yesterday, but then the euro returned back above 118. So as you can see, the rebound was pretty strong. We have this sort of a reversal candle. So right now we're in a very neutral area, in my opinion. If you look, even if you compare it with a daily chart of the British pound, which has a more bullish setup, the euro still looks very neutral. I think the movement of euro will be more limited. This is the same what I said yesterday. I think that euro has less potential given the dovish stance of the ECB and the fundamentals. Euro should be slightly weaker currency than the British pound. So if we switch to an hourly time frame here, we can see yesterday movements and a strong rebound. So we reached 1780, and we even tried to break it for the second time. However, we didn't reach 1750. This is what I was expecting, that we're going to reach this level. For today, as you can see, the price action is pretty neutral. I wouldn't say that we have any bearishness or bullishness in the price. So here I have a new channel. As you can see, we used 3 dots to draw a channel, and then we used the dot in the middle to extend the channel. So it actually turned out to be a good support level for the price. So right now the price action is pretty neutral. I think we need to have a stronger impulse above 1750 to consider long positions, and we need the price to go much lower, below 1750, to consider short positions. As long as we're in the neutral area right here, I think we do not see any positions, we do not see any opportunities. So I think we need to be more patient. I'll just remind you that the flat position is the best one. It doesn't involve any risk. So the strategy wait and see would be the most appropriate for this currency pair. So that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. Please leave your comments and questions if you have any, and check our website on the tools and services that we offer. Thank you for watching and have a good day.